Good morning, folks. Lovely to see you all again. It's middle of January at the moment, and it's kind of first light of the morning. I'll be honest, the snooze button did go on quite a few times, and probably one or two too many times in the end this morning. But basically, I've been wanting to do what I'm doing today for quite a while. And what I'm doing, I'm actually here in Milton Keynes in Buckinghamshire of all places, but I'm at a nature reserve which is really well known for otters. And otters, believe it or not, are my kind of gold standard, or the kind of the top tier animal that I would love to photograph here in the UK. Obviously there's wildlife photography experiences elsewhere in the world that would be incredible to have, but here in the UK there's something about photographing otters that I've always wanted to do and never got round to it. I mean, ultimately it's probably down to the fact that it's an early start. They're mainly seen around dusk and dawn, so you kind of have to be here either early or late at night, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm here in Milton Keynes. I'm at this nature reserve. I can't remember what it's called off the top of, oh, I think it's called Floodplain Forest. It's looking very wet. As you can see behind me, that's not actually a lake, that's flooded. So yeah, we've had some quite bad storms here in the south of England, well, this last week. So one of those byproducts is just quite a bit of flooding in some of these low-lying areas. So yeah, the first task is going to be navigating this little, well, additional stream to get through, basically. I have got wellies on, but who knows, it might be a bit too deep. I'm not sure. I may have to work out a way around it. And yeah, I'll be taking you on this adventure trying to find some otters. So yeah, let's get into it. Getting deeper. Is it gonna get too deep? Oh god. Phew. I'm out the other side. Yeah, hopefully there's not too much more of that. So I made it through that first bit of water. Now, I mean, this is what it's going to be like for the rest of today, I think. Basically, the whole place is flooded. The one benefit means that there's not going to be any dog walkers here, or only the dogs that love water, basically. But yeah, no one's going to really want to walk around in this unless they're maybe fishermen, I suppose, or photographers shooting wildlife. So I'm here down at one of these ponds now, and there is quite a bit of life on it. I can see some waterfowl. Obviously haven't seen any otters yet, but yeah, I'll carry on walking. I don't know this area at all, so what I'm going to try and do, I've looked on the map at where a couple of hides are. I'm going to try and make it to one of them. Obviously, hopefully I can get through this. That's the path, believe it or not. Hopefully I can get there, and yeah, just chill out in a hide and see whether I can see some otters swimming past. I mean, it'd be great to get some shots of the otters with some fish in their mouth. That'd be really cool. I have brought out the big guns today, so I've got the A6700, but on it I've got the 100 to 400 G Master. So this gets me out to about 600 millimeters in full frame terms. So I just wanted that extra reach over the Tamron 18 to 300. So yeah, hopefully I've got what I need. Hopefully I'll get the shots I want. Yeah, just got to find those otters. Yeah, let's push on a bit. Oh god. What am I doing? A schoolboy error. Trying to go through that deep water. I was filming myself walking through the water. I'm not sure if it actually captured the moment that the water comes over the top and I went too deep. But yeah, just it was getting deeper and deeper and deeper. I didn't realise, and then before I knew it, the little bit of water started coming in over the tops of my bloody wellies. So yeah, my feet are a little bit damp now, let's say that. I'll try and style it out for the camera, but yeah, hopefully I don't end up with freezing cold feet. Yeah, I retreated from that. That was too deep to even get through, so I've come the other way, which I must admit is not the way that I was drawn to. Yeah, this way seems a bit drier so far. but who knows, it might just be too wet to do this. Yeah, number one, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where the best spots are, and I'm looking at this. That's the path again. It's just completely flooded. So yeah, I don't know. It might not be doable. Might be a bit of a bust today and come back once it's dried out, maybe in March or something like that. Because at the moment it's just water everywhere. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Right, so I'm retreating back in the direction that I came in. I'm out of the really wet bit for now. Basically, on the map it looks like there's another hide, and you can sort of go a bit uphill very slightly. I'll show you the hill there. That's the hill that I'm going up. Yeah, if you go uphill, you know, you're going to be out of that water. I won't have to deal with that, at least for now, and hopefully that other hide is accessible. The one that I was trying to get to, I was so close to it. I was looking at it on the map and I was right there. You know, on a drier day I would have been able to get to it no problem, but yeah, because of that flooding I just couldn't get any further. Again, I got to a bit where the water was just about to come over the tops of my wellies, so you know, basically I was just stuck. It was either get wet and get to the hide, or don't get wet and come up with another alternative. So yeah, I'm gonna try this. Hopefully I can get there. Hopefully it's a decent hide, and you know, I'm losing a bit of hope, well, quite a lot of hope now that I'll even see these otters, let alone getting a photo of one with a fish in its mouth. I think that's really wishful thinking at the moment anyway. The other thing is, you know, just where I'm getting to, it's just not, it's not like close enough to the water, so I don't think the otters are really going to be swimming around in those kind of bits where it's usually the path. So yeah, I really need to get sort of closer and be more on the water. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. I have seen on one of the signs that they've got conic ponies here, which is pretty cool. And if you don't know, conic pony is an ancient breed, and it's thought to be one of the closest breeds of pony you can get to something called the tarpan, which was an ancient horse that used to graze in Europe, and I'm not sure about America, but yeah, it used to graze areas like Britain tens of thousands of years ago, and since then obviously it's been domesticated and the original breed has been lost. But yeah, the conic pony is something that I'm quite keen to see. So yeah, it'd be quite interesting to kind of see this ancient breed of pony. They're sort of semi-wild, so they graze here and they're not fed by the staff or anything, I wouldn't have thought, but they're owned technically, so they're a domestic animal. But yeah, it's just quite cool that they're using that ancient breed to graze this area and keep it nice and natural, really, like it would have been tens of thousands of years ago. So I've actually made it to one of the hides in the end. This is, I can't remember what it's called. I think it might be called iron hide or something like that. But yeah, basically it was actually quite dry this way, so I should have just come this way to begin with. I am pretty much on the water as well, as you can see here. So I can just sit in here for a little while, see if I can see an otter. Yeah, it does feel like a little bit of a long shot now, but yeah, this is what I came for, so see if we can do it. I did just see what I thought could possibly be an otter spraint, so one of their droppings. I'm no expert, so I don't actually know if it was. Apparently the droppings, they should have some visible fish bones and like scales in, so it looked a little bit gritty to me. It looked like it might have, but like I say, I'm no expert, so that could have just as easily been like a dropping from a goose or a duck or something like that. So yeah, little bit of encouragement there, but ultimately it's a pretty grey morning, and it's just a bit wet, and no otters so far. So yeah, let's keep trying. So after sitting in here for about an hour now, I think I'm probably going to call it a day, to be honest with you. It's the main thing is my feet are freezing. Obviously where I went into that deep water before, and the water, I said it was a little bit wet before, but to be honest, it actually soaked my feet. So I'm sitting in cold, wet wellies, which is never ideal. Yes, it's really quite a cold day. The wind's kind of coming through this gap that I'm shooting through at the moment. And ultimately I'm just not seeing much. There's a lot of wildfowl, waterfowl out there. Saw a heron come across before, but yeah, nothing that interesting, nothing that you can't see at most ponds, to be honest. So yeah, I'm probably going to call it a day. Probably going to head back towards where I parked, and actually probably go and get some breakfast, because I'm quite hungry now. What is the time? It's 10 o'clock. So yeah, it's a shame. I had high hopes for this. I sort of go into these wildlife shoots sort of obviously expecting that there's going to be quite a high rate of unsuccessful shoots, but ultimately you do still hope that you're going to see what you went out there for. So it's a shame, and it has potential, this place. I spoke to another couple of people that just came into the hide, and they were here as well looking for otters, and they'd been to one of the other lakes locally as well and hadn't seen anything. So yeah, it's not just me then. Yeah, I think it might just be a bit too wet, and where I am here, I'm not in the right place. I'm not where I wanted to be, and ultimately I feel like I'm just that bit too far away from the action. So even with the A6700 and this lens shooting at the equivalent of 600 millimeters, I'm still that bit too far away. So yeah, unless I had a really lucky experience where an otter came right by me, which it could, yeah, I'd be a bit stuck, because yeah, really and truly, to the naked eye, everything out there just looks like dots. So I'm just kind of investigating when I see something that possibly could be the shape of an otter, but yeah, it's not today, and yeah, I'm just too cold. So yeah, I'm probably going to leave it there, guys. Well, if you enjoyed the video, but I don't see why you would, because I haven't been very good at nature and wildlife photography today. But yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It'd be always greatly appreciated. So yeah, thank you guys. Bye. So I last spoke to the camera about 40 minutes ago, saying that that little sign out piece saying that I was basically done for the day, and I am, but I'm still here. I'm trying to get back, and basically every way that I keep trying to go is I thought I'd kind of go a longer way back and, you know, give myself one last chance to see some otters, but I'm ended up sort of a bit trapped. yeah, just basically can't get back. Oh, there's something floating down the stream now. Bear with me just in case it is an otter. Yeah, it's an otter, all right. It's coming. It's coming. Take you a bit closer so you can see the otter come past. There we go. That's about as close as I've got to an otter experience today. Just a log floating down the stream. From far away, it did look like an otter. Could have been sort of a similar size, I suppose. But yeah, that's the most excitement that I've got all morning, actually. But yeah, basically I'm trapped. I can't get back. I've got one last bit of hope for another route back in the same direction that I'm heading now. But if that doesn't work out, I'm basically just going to have to go all the way back the way I've just come. All that 40 minutes of walking would be for nothing. And yeah, it's just so flooded. It's unbelievable, really. I haven't been anywhere like this for a while, where you literally, you need wellies. Even like good Gore-Tex walking boots would have been useless today, because the water has been, above welly height even, hasn't it? So yeah, bit too wet for me today, and I'm absolutely freezing as well. So yeah, really looking forward to a hot drink and something to eat. Hopefully I'll get back to the van soon. Now I'm at a real conundrum, actually, because I have the choice of going through this really deep water. I've already tested it once and it is going to overflow into my wellies, but my feet are already damp. I really just want to get back now, so do I make the decision to... Oh, let me just wait for that train to go past. I'm thinking I've just got to basically trudge through this. Just my feet are going to get soaked, but at least I will get back, and hopefully this is the last bit that it's actually this wet. So yeah, hopefully this is the easier way. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go through. Ah! Oh god, it's up to my knees. Oh man. Oh, bloody hell. Now my wellies are full of water. Oh my god, and there's more water to come. This is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. My god, I just really want to get back. Bloody hell, I've had enough of this. I'm really hoping that on the other side of that bridge is dry land. Hopefully I don't have to go through any more of this. Oh man, this was a mistake coming here today. Oh god. An adventure, but didn't go the way I wanted it to. Fingers crossed it's dry on the other side of this. Bloody hell. Lovely. Oh, it's all fun and games. Oh. Great. Look at that. Bloody hell. What a morning. Okay, on the bright side, number one, I'm on dry land. I'm back to pretty much where I parked this morning, so I can see my vehicle there. All seems to be above board. But yeah, I'm back on dry land. I did have to go through one more big bit of water, and yeah, again had to drain out my wellies afterwards, so that was really not ideal. My feet are now absolutely freezing. It's January. The temperature this morning on the way here was 2 degrees, so that water is going to be really bloody cold, and obviously I just can't wait to get these wellies and these wet socks off. Luckily these trousers do zip off into shorts, so I'm planning to just get everything off, and luckily I can just drive home in the shorts part of the trousers, and I have got a pair of trainers in the car as well that I can put on. So yeah, not the end of the world, but I do know what I'm going to call this video now. I've been thinking about the title, and you will have already seen it because you would have clicked on it, but yeah, this is definitely the worst photography experience of my life. Not only did I not get any good shots, I got absolutely drenched. It was just really not nice. So yeah, really didn't go to plan today, but it's not the end of the world. There's other shoots, and yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. Cheers, bye. Okay. Fully blast. Oh, fully blast the heat on the feet. Oh my god. I feel like my friggin' feet are gonna drop off. Jesus. Ooh. What a haphazard trip that ended up being. That was actually an absolute nightmare, and in all seriousness, I shouldn't have taken that risk and gone through that deep water, because you know, it's January, it's really cold. It's taken about 20 minutes for my feet to warm up, and yeah, I've only just sort of got that feeling back into my feet. So that was a big mistake, going through that water and letting my socks and everything get wet, because you know, if I had a bit more of a walk to the back to the car park, that could have made my feet really freeze, and you know, I don't want to be left with issues like that. So yeah, I shouldn't have made that call, so that was my bad. But yeah, all is right in the world now. I've been into McDonald's, got some food, got a coffee as well to warm myself up. So yeah, I'm a bit happier now, but that was a bad photography trip, and like I said, that is definitely up there with the worst of them. But anyway, thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.